I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, Bugsy Malone. Yes, you heard that right. The UK rapper gonna try his hand at the sweet science. Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico.
Just take note. Look at the reach. Look how much they're giving away in this fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, here is the multi-talented and popular rapper, Bugsy Malone. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is one of my favorite venues. Get the right fight, you got a night of fun.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. The time has finally arrived. These 2 men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. No rest for the weary. Do you believe what we are seeing? Nice counter punch right up the middle. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. That counter punch caught him clean. Just missed with that hook. These 2 fighters are made for one another. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You got complacent. The defense on the end of what you do. Good work.
Forget about that round. It's a bad round, all right? But we don't care. Go out there.
Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
That hook's blocked. right hook catching air. Catch and shoot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Good counter punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights.
Come on, you've let him back into the fight.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The jab doesn't quite connect. Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he scores with the counter. He bombs away. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Relax now, I don't...
Fight, and now you've let him get back into it. Now it's a tougher fight.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Nobody home with that hook. There's a counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, and down goes Jake Paul. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Give him any free shots. Keep smart.
Listen, you switched off. What you doing? I need you to focus on what you...
Hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots.
You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back the...
Good work there. The jabs are working nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
It's going to be confidence. You've got to take that confidence.
And there's the bell for round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Missing with that right hook. He threw the hook, didn't land. Will the referee step in? Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Beautiful counter shot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Landing your power shots. Good work. Don't
Okay, focus. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths.
end of what you do.
There's the bell for round 6. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Holding nothing back here in the round. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Where was the defense? I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
straight right, just misses. Well done with that counter shot. That counter, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
Just get
Great work, great work. I love that. I love that. The jab slip.
and right. It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Shots, keep smart. Good work out there. The jab's working nice.
And there's the bell for round 7. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Perfect counter shot. Can't find a home for that jab. And that'll do it as Malone goes to the canvas. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Nice counter. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. The left hook can't miss. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Upset this would be. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Round, feel good. You were thinking,
Getting back into this, you're better than this kid. Go back out there and win.
work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
There's the bell to start round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use flame over flame.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves. Hold that thought! The building is going bananas! Will they see a huge upset here? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.